Afternoon, everybody. This is Phil Henry from the Capricornia Chamber of Commerce. It's the afternoon of Friday, the 20th of October, and I'm here with the newly elected president of the Capricornia Chamber of Commerce, Jason Foss.
G'day everyone. It's going to take a bit of getting used to, you kind of opening and bouncing in
That's
these.
right, but anyone who's seen this one before, this is different.
It's been the reverse for so long, so
right.
you're going to have to bear with us while we adjust to this.
Well, while we learn.
We're sitting in the, what do they call it, the sound room at the Rockhampton Library at the moment.
We are.
Which hopefully this sounds better because I can hear it not echoing and stuff.
No echoes, no, it's...
We just need a prettier scene behind us, don't we? Actually, you know what they need to do? They need to make these green.
Yes, a green room. Green screen.
No, you drop it out and put anything behind it.
Exactly right, we could do that.
And of course, if you're listening to this, that doesn't mean anything to you, but...
But you're doing it anyway, and we appreciate you as an audience. So Jason, you've been in the role now for a little while, in fact, and we've had a couple of committee meetings, to the best of my knowledge, and we're going to have a strategy session in December. But have you got any initial views about what you bring to the presidency and what you might like to do?
Yeah, I guess my background is in small business. You know, I've been running a small business for 26 years, maybe it's close to 27 now, lose count. So I guess my background and drive and passion is there. So in terms of, I guess, my objectives, and these are, I guess, mine, we're having a strategy meeting with the committee pretty shortly to firm up what our goals are for the next 12 months. But certainly my focus is going to be around issues relating to small to medium enterprise, family businesses, that kind of thing. And I guess that's where we're working well together at the moment. You know, Phil, with your background, dealing with government and that higher level stuff, which is, you know, not my area of expertise, certainly. So my focus will definitely be on how does this impact small business? What do we need to do to make it easier for small business to achieve what it is that they're looking to achieve?
Terrific. Thanks for that. And certainly all of us, if I can speak for the rest of the committee, as they're not here, we're all looking forward to that strategy section. And the session we do, that's once a year. And that really does chart our course for the next 12 months.
Yep. See, that strategy session will certainly determine our course and our KPIs for the next 12 months. But I'm really looking forward to it. But in the meantime, I suppose you might start seeing some changes pretty soon. A couple of them you'll find out about at our next morning coffee, which we'll get to later on. But yeah, watch this space. I'm just going to start changing things anyway.
That's when you're the head sherang, that's what you can do. So in terms of the policy environment for small business, Jason, what's going on at the moment that we should be letting people know about or reminding them?
Well, the first thing, Phil, that I noticed was that the federal government has issued a response to, what was the terming, a Privacy Act review. And it looks like that small business will be impacted by this, whereas previously small businesses had been exempt from privacy legislation. So they believe that this is going to go to Parliament next year and become legislation from there. So we'll be keeping an eye on that, but definitely, I guess, start getting prepared for the fact that although you might have been exempt from this in the past, there definitely could be issues you need to form some policies and procedures around in terms of retention and storage of customer data and complying with a lot of things that you haven't had to worry about to date. So I said it's not happening yet. The government's issued a response where they're looking to adopt most of the recommendations through Parliament next year, so we'll keep you up to date with what sort of red tape and compliance you may have to worry about from there. So we're going to watch that space, and Phil, there's been some talk about IR legislation recently.
Well, the federal government's industrial relations legislation was sent back to the Senate, so there's a fair bit of policy activity going on there. I noticed recently that the Australian Chamber of Commerce and Industry, which is the highest level of small business organisations through chambers around the country, has come out very strongly against it. So that's one that we once again, whether we do this through Business Chamber Queensland or whatever, we will certainly be looking at that. And once again, if it's something that is on your radar and you can see some impacts on you, we'd love to hear from you.
There was one other issue too, thanks Phil, that I noticed, not really policy related, but I was reading during the week the story about a builder down south somewhere who was fallen victim to a cyber scam, and lost millions and now, struggling to stay afloat and, employ staff. And so it just brings home how easily you can be tricked. You might think that, we're on top of all of this stuff, but, these guys are pretty smart. They know all the tricks, so really be aware. And that leads me into there's an actual cybersecurity forum coming early next month, November the 2nd, I think it might be. Check the website anyway, capricorniachamber.com.au, early November. I think it's the afternoon of the 2nd, but I probably should have looked at that before we started recording this. I'm not going to prepare for these things, don't be silly, we never have before. But that is no laughing matter, it is serious. So if you don't already have really good, strong cybersecurity policies and procedures in place, that might be well worth attending. Now, the Best in Business Awards, the nominations for those have closed, so best of luck to everybody who took the time to put an entry in. However the result comes out, there's a lot of value in just taking a few minutes to sit down and think about where are you, where do you want to be, what have you done to get to where you are, and how are you going to get to where you're going. So I think you'll agree there's heaps of value in just doing that. But best of luck to everybody who did take that time to nominate. Now, the People's Choice voting is open, so definitely get onto that. So they'll be open for a few weeks yet. And that's all leading to the culmination of the awards dinner on the 2nd of December. And it's down the coast this time. We've moved it down the coast at the Waterline restaurant at Roslyn Bay. So last time I went to an event there that Capricorn Enterprise. I nearly called them Capricorn Tourism then, boy. Last time I went to an event there that Capricorn Enterprise organised, it went off really well. So looking forward to that one, it should be a big one. Tickets are on sale at capricorniaenterprise.com.au, so if you haven't got your tickets yet, make sure you get on there and make that happen.
Again, good music. Kate Mahood.
Yep.
Kate Mahood music before the dinner, and the math band afterwards, so it'll be a good night. So Jason, our monthly coffees, they've been going really well. We've been getting lots of attendees, and our gold and silver members are taking the opportunity to sponsor them. What have we got for this month?
Our sponsor this month is IPA, so thank you to IPA for sponsoring it. That's on the 25th, I said. 25th. At the Regent Hotel on Bolsover Street. So that'll be on the morning, it's the last Wednesday of the month. And as I mentioned at the start, I'm going to try out a couple of different things this time round. So I was going to say, if you're feeling adventurous, you don't have to be that adventurous, but we're definitely looking to maximise the value for people who sponsor the events and maximise the value for attendees. If you're going to give up your morning, well, you get free coffee, I suppose, so it's not all bad. But we want you to walk away going, I actually got something out of that, that was good.
I learned something there, so... Indeed.
Oh, well, not even learning something. I haven't told Phil what I'm doing yet either, so he has no idea either.
Well, in general, I have no idea.
No idea about what I've got planned. Well, I'm just going to leave that alone. True to the keeper.
Yet another well-rehearsed podcast for you.
One of these days we might get around to rehearsing it, but probably not, to be honest.
That would ruin it.
Probably not, to be honest.
Yeah, no, all good.
All right, so thanks for tuning in. Again, watch this space for after we've held our strategy meeting for some key objectives, some things we're going to be driving for over the next 12 months. Good luck to everybody who's entered the Best in Business Awards. Make sure you get onto Capricorn Enterprise website, get your tickets. Visit capricorniachamber.com.au and RSVP for coffee at the end of the month. It'll be a little bit different. And it's goodbye from me.
And it's goodbye from him.
Should we have said that the other way around?
I should, yes.
Okay, we'll scratch that.
I was going to do it.
Well, you better do it then.
All right. So, it's goodbye from me.
And it's goodbye from him. Goodbye.
Thank you.